Magandang umaga po, magandang hapon sa inyong lahat. I would like to introduce myself first. I am Dr. Alan Cadano. I am from the Philippines, and before I studied also in a state university. Though I am based here in Japan by now, I would like to share to you something about the joy of serving for others. When I was asked by our national leader to go back to the college, that I could graduate and help in building our own school in our movement, I tried to make it with somehow a course where I can immediately finish it. I took up BS Mathematics at Pangasinan State University, Urdaneta City. Although I was already enrolled and I have completed my electrical engineering course up to 3 years. But I believe mathematics could be a good side for me to finish my bachelor's degree as soon as possible. Well, I went to Pangasinan State University, Urdaneta City. But that time it was not yet a city. It was just near Dagupan City. But somehow, I have to go to my college by my own self. And I don't have any budget for that. As you know, missionaries and volunteers don't have any subsidies or allowances, nor a salary. But at that time, I was just so eager to accomplish the direction from our national leader. I went to a nearby boarding house of that Pangasinan State University. Though I found one boarding house, I have nothing to pay for a monthly allowance or monthly advance and a payment for the boarding house. But I noticed there are many scratches surrounding that boarding house. I tried to clean up the surroundings, the backyards. I saw many scratches, rubbles, bottles. And as you know, the boarding house is full of many students. Maybe they drink, so there are so many bottles, cans surrounding in it. Although I was not a boarder, the landlord noticed me, a new one who is doing something, cleaning. And after I did the cleaning, he called me and asked me if I had an interest to be in their boarding house. And I said yes, but I don't have money to pay for that. I'm looking for a place where I can stay. And the landlord told me, if you wish to, I'll give you one bed. I'll give you free for that. But just please continue. Be a cleaner in our surroundings here. And I can also ask you to please manage the boarders also at the second floor inside. And I said yes, and thank you very much. At that time, I had a free boarding house already. And later I went to the State University and I enrolled BS Mathematics. I don't have money also to somehow enroll myself. But at that time, it was only 10 pesos per unit. So if you have one subject of 3 units, you are going to pay only 30 pesos for that. I tried to do some solicitations anyway. And to cut the story short, I got a chance to enroll even just about 18 units or 15 units on that semester. But I have still to pay something more. I just have a kind of deposit and partial payment for my tuition fee and miscellaneous fees. Now that time I was quite hungry, but I just say It's good to be back also in the college. And it's good also to be in a state university owned by the government. Now, I went to the canteen. As you know, I was hungry, but now I just want to somehow do something in there. I saw some unwashed dishes, some dirty tables, and I tried to ask some permission from the two ladies, maybe in charge of that canteen. And I said, "Ma'am, can I help you? I'll just volunteer to wash dishes, clean the tables, okay?" And I said, "Yeah, sure." And I tried to wash all the dishes, and they were so surprised. I tried to even clean the floor, the tables, and brush it. And they were asking me, "Are you a new student here?" And I said, "Yes, ma'am, I just enrolled. I'm taking BS Mathematics. But I think I'll be gonna be a regular student at second year or third year." "I see. So you're good. No? You help us already. Even just you are a new student here." And I told them, "Yeah, it's my wish to really work even voluntarily." And they asked me if I took already my lunch. I just smiled. And they know maybe something out from my smile. They offered me some foods for my lunch. And I was so grateful I can have something. It's just my joy to serve for others. But in return, they gave me something. I'm happy for that. But first and foremost, I'm happy to serve for others. Cleaning the boarding houses, the backyards, and in the canteen, even the backyards or surroundings of the state universities. At 3 o'clock, I already finished my schooling. So I went back to the canteen and tried to take a look if things are good in there. Few remaining dishes are there, and I tried to wash it again, and do some sweeping, washing, and going to clean the tables. I tried to also pick the chairs and put it on top of the tables in order to have more spaces for the next day. There are maybe leftovers in the canteen. And the lady, the in charge one, told me, "Alan, would you like to have these foods? These are leftovers. Maybe it will be spoiled by tomorrow. If you like it, no, please take it." And I said, "Are you true? Is that true, ma'am? Then, if then I'll take it. Maybe it's good for my dinner. And maybe I have some more for my breakfast." The lady tried to wrap it and give it to me. I was so happy again for that time. I have something for my dinner already. I have my bed in the boarding house. And that's it. By serving others, you can also feel the joy of serving for others. And at return or in return, you would also receive some graces from heaven. Another thing in my experiences was I noticed an old faculty member teaching physical fitness as physical education 1. I asked the teacher, "Ma'am, I have some experiences on martial arts. Would you like me to teach the stretchings for your students?" "Oh, are you? Is it true?" "Yeah." "Okay, go in front. Try. And I'll try to observe." So I gave them some stretchings, physical fitness, as you know. And the instructor tried to roam around and give more louder numbers or counting. And after the class, she told me, "You're very good. Next time, you'll be free. Try to come again, okay?" And that was it. I had a voluntary class in the physical education, and that was good for me because I could have more interaction with new students. That's my desire too. So once again, the joy of serving for others. This is just a little thing in my experiences. Thank you very much.